Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. Today I'm bringing you some Eternal gameplay, this time with Aphelios Viktor. So there's going to be Targon, Piltover, and Sun, and it is just a value deck. Like, this deck is actually one of the best decks in Eternal currently, but it does require a certain skill level and just slowly whittling down your opponent. So this video is going to be a little bit longer. The games are going to be really long because this deck takes forever to win, but it's really good at what it does to actually get to that point where you get to win. The whole name of the game with this deck is just all the value from Viktor, for Aphelios, from star shaping, from all your created value, all your created units, and just kind of going from there. Again, the games take forever, but if you want to climb consistently, this is one of the best decks that I recommend to learn how to play, especially as we get closer to the Eternal Runeterra Open this weekend. I expect this deck to kind of gain up in popularity and actually be present in a lot of the good players lineup. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the games coming up today, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day, and see us at the end of the video where we do the in-depth breakdown and mulligan tips. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we're going against Norra Swain. Oh man, I had to sneeze there. Okay, so Norra Swain. I like the Viktor. I like the Manticore and the Dustbringer. I guess we probably, you know, I'll keep the Manticore. We probably need all this. We probably need like Mystic Shot and stuff like that, right?
They forced us to choose. I
like the Manticore because it can attack. Opponent could go ahead and play the group shot here, and I think I'm fine with that. This Viktor is not going to stay alive very long against the opponent. Or Pythos, right? Pythos, now group shot. I don't think they want group shot anymore. I think it's usually always Pythos now. I don't want to develop the Manticore into the opponent being free to play Norra. I have to make him think that I have a Mystic Shot. Okay, they don't fall for it, so I guess I'll just play the Manticore. We don't have anything of the cards that I'm looking for to discard. Like, I like the Lunari and I like the Manticore because we have a lot of cards that require us to discard, right? We have a lot of cards that require us to discard. So having access to stuff like the Dust Petal and the Gem are really good as discard fodders. So we'll go ahead and go attack here. If the opponent doesn't want to block, that's fine. I love that we have this Aphelios. I just don't know if it's correct to play Aphelios just yet. Especially because we probably want to instead play Viktor next turn. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play the second Manticore and save this Aphelios for later in the game. Because I think it is better for me to play Viktor next turn. Opponent has 2 cards from Conchologist, and any of those could be a flock, so it's very easy for them to kill this Viktor. Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Ballistic Bot. We have the access to actually play Aphelios because of the Dust Petal if the opponent taps out of the way to kill him. Otherwise, we could just play this super slow with our champions. Okay. Yeah, we can Ignition to begin with. I might choose to play this Aphelios out. I might choose to give up the Aphelios. Like, I might actually choose to give up the Aphelios. Because I don't think I can give them all this time for them to just have the Braum on the field and do everything that they want. Other option is to play Viktor first and just eat up the Disintegrate now. But I don't want to have... before I play Viktor, I want to have something else that can actually get us value. So let's just go Crescendum.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Okay, drop the bomb. So you're gonna let me get another weapon for some reason, huh? Okay. I'm not gonna make it easy for you to kill this Aphelios. They're gonna let me get another weapon, and that's fine. Like, the pastry would have been too... Yeah. I'll take that. Flock. There we go. So that's one flock out of the way. I'm cool with this. I kind of don't want to lose this ballistic bot, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and attack like this. I don't want to put damage in the ballistic bot. I think the ballistic bot is going to be really important for us over the span of the game. Okay. We have the Calibrum plus Aftershock, allowing me to actually kill a Braum main. If the opponent plays like a Braum main here. Which seems very good to me. It hits the Viktor too, that's nice. Opponent hasn't shown us the cards that they have gotten from the Concologist, the 2 Concologist hits, so we kind of have to play around anything that they might have. Teeny Dactyl. When you know I have a Calibrum in my hand? Okay. You know I have the Calibrum in my hand. Huh. I'm gonna just continue killing them with ignitions. Again, I don't think I need to play this Viktor yet, because opponent has Disintegrate in their hand. Okay, so if they want to just take it, they can be my guest and take it. I can slowly burn them out and be okay like this. What if we actually attack with both this time? I think I'm okay with this. If the opponent doesn't block the go, they're taking 5 damage. If they eat up a Disintegrate here, it gives me... Perfect. It gives me the room to be able to play this Viktor out potentially. So we can play Viktor out and have enough for Star Shaping. Wow, they're really playing it slow. They're really playing it slow, huh? Let's eat it up. Let's eat up the removal right now. I have the Star Shaping to heal the Viktor. If the opponent gives me... If the opponent does like a flock, right? It has to be a Disintegrate. Wow, okay, that's not a Viktor. That's not a way to kill Viktor. I'll take that. And I just level up Viktor here. This took 2 damage, so no matter what, it's gonna be a little bit awkward for us to get this one out of the way. Yeah, we can go like this. We can go like this and just make the mountain go be out of range of a flock. I think I'm cool with this.
Yes, of course.
Just go here. The Swain is already leveled up because of the Scrappy Bomb plus the 2 from the Leviathan. We'll have access to Star Shaping. Opponent will have the Leviathan to be able to stun my Viktor. But I don't think I care about that. Like, the Swain cannot do much here except for just stun us. Other option is for us to start with the Star Shaping and try to get the Obliterates. Because Viktor is on the field, it means that the Obliterate is going to cost me 1 less. So we can actually kill both the units here. Let's do it slow. We can actually obliterate both the units right now. There's so many good hits that we can get right here. That we just win us the game on the spot. We have the Hush. There's also some bad hits though, right? There's also some bad hits. Like, we probably don't care about any of the big Celestial units right now. We want more the spells. Heck, even the... Okay. Okay. I guess we'll go for it this way for now. You stun. That's cool, that's cool. Let's go here. This is 9, this is 5. This is a little bit awkward. I want to spend some mana. I need to get rid of some stuff in my hand first before I can play the Living Legends. Quick attack and challenger, but unfortunately I'm stunned. I'm okay with them trying to stun things away. I'm not losing to the Swain attack, right? I'm not losing to the Swain attack anytime soon. So I'm not losing to the Swain attack anytime soon. The other option is just to play my elusive and just draw and not play the Living Legends just yet. Okay. This is interesting. What if we just... Like, the problem is that this is 9. If I have one more mana, I'll be down to do the Blessing of Targon. But I don't have that one more mana. So it makes me feel bad to do this. I think I just have to eat up that 3 mana. I think I just have to go for it this way. And just ignore the fact that I might get other stuff. That's the Fallen Comet. Reading in the Stars. The Charger. There's a lot of actions here. There's a lot of options here that we can do. I kind of just want to do this Fallen Comet and just eat up the Swain. If the opponent has another levy, I think I'm down to eat. Like, the problem with the levy is the 2 damage. Like, I think I'm gonna go levy first because it's gonna be the more expensive one that the opponent has to deal with. So if the opponent has a second levy, I think that's fine. There's one thing here that we can do. Let's just get this Viktor now. So that we have a second Viktor. The opponent's not gonna have another levy now, right? Because they ended up with the Scorched Earth. We can play the Charger here, that's fine. If the opponent blocks this with the Swain, it means the Aftershock can actually kill the Swain. So we're definitely attacking with the Goat. Or the Charger, whichever one. Okay, opponent decides to go for the Drop the Bomb. I'm attacking with both. I don't think it matters. If the opponent blocks this, I think I'm fine with this. Opponent's still gonna take 4 damage. At this point, again, we have so much value that we kind of just chilling. Opponent's not allowed to attack into the Swain because we have this Mountain Go and we still have the Hush, remember? We can Aftershock the Norra. Okay, opponent doesn't give us the chance to. Don't think it's worth it to Hush her. We're just gonna play Viktor and just get everything to count 0 again. Have the opponent find another way to kill Viktor. A second levy? Alright, that could do it. So... let's go here first. I might choose to discard the Headscore upgrade. Or the Gem, one or the other. The other option is to just actually have this Submersible and just... like, the problem is that I cannot kill the Norra, right? Opponent's gonna try to kill this instead. So they realize that this guy is gonna be a problem. Oh, we got Jam. We got Jam. We got Jam. Okay, this is fine. We got Jam to heal this, to beat the Pokestick Flock. But it's okay. I'll take the Equinox, get rid of the Levy, and then just attack with everything. We could have definitely Jam though, so that's on me. After the battle, to heal the Ballistic Bot. This is the problem that I have when I play Targon. That is, everything just takes so long that I end up just making misplays. Like, there's so many decisions that you have to make with this deck. We can Equinox the Levy, and we can attack with everything. We have Fury here. Equinox this guy. We have Get Excited. We have the Targon and Telestone. So opponent's gonna have to block with their Swain. I guess we don't need to attack with the Spacey Catcher, but we might even be able to just because we have the Targon and Telestones. Or we just get the double Get Excited and we just win anyways. Opponent has no healing. Because opponent has to block everything. So attacking with this is fine. We have the Targon and Telestones to make it into an actual game-ending threat. And then we have the Get Excited to finish up after that. Opponent really gonna lose 2 Leviathans. You still have to block. Thank you. I like this Targon and Telstones because it puts them in range of either of the Get Excited, so I can play around the opponent having the deny. This is Targon, right? This is Targon. This is that Aphelios Viktor deck. It takes forever. Like, the deck is actually so good. I think this deck is actually really good and probably one of the top decks in Eternal. It just takes forever to win games, to close out games. And maybe I'm just not playing correctly how I'm supposed to close out games. But you have just so much value that eventually you just get there. Like, you just naturally get there. Because the opponent cannot deal with all your champions and everything else in between that you're developing. So we're gonna go Blessing of Targon. Again, just trying to make it so that this is lethal here with either one of the Get Excited. I guess if the opponent has the deny, the Get Excited goes back to my hand. Okay. I'm not gonna play the second one because I need to keep this Hush if I need it. So I'm not gonna play the second one because I need the Hush. I need the Hush in case. I'm gonna heal this guy and then just go here. I probably should just one, to be honest. Like, I could just go for this Get Excited now. I could just have gone for the Get Excited now. Couldn't I? Instead of playing the head score upgrade. Okay.
Our noble intentions.
Let's go one at a time. And then let's go for the second one. So even if the opponent has the deny, we just get to play it right back. GG. Yeah, I could have just gone for the double Get Excited last turn. I got a little bit distracted by just all the value jerking off that I was doing there. So GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Nasus and Kindred. So not Nasus Trash, which is the more common version of Nasus. We do play a little card called Hush, right? Well, we don't play Hush, we play the Targon Telstones, which makes me feel okay against Nasus, but I do need to actually get it. We also don't get the Aftershock. Okay, but at least we get to Get Excited. I needed a way to be able to kill Kindred, and the Get Excited lets me get that. We're also gonna get quite a bit of draw here, potentially. Unless the opponent just has the Abomination right now, which if they do, I can still block. That's the only benefit of it. My problem here is if the opponent goes for like a Haste Spike. If they go for a Haste Spike, then I end up... I guess I can just Mystic Shot then, right? Like if they go for a Haste Spike here, they get punished. I might actually opt to keep the gem so that I can actually just use it as the fodder for the Get Excited. Oh, okay. Opponent's just gonna go like this. I mean, that's fine. That's just gonna give me another gem then. They are gonna push a lot of damage here, which is kind of a little bit annoying, but also not impossible to deal with. Let's go here. I'll take this damage, even if he's gonna set it up for a Battle Feast later. I think it's better off this way. We get another gem, and we can go for the Spacey Catcher. Let's go for the Spacey's Catcher here, see what we get. Messenger. I like the Messenger. I think I'm gonna value the draw over anything else right now. I am down to 13 because I want to look for that Targonia Tailstones, right? We can go Ballistic Bot first, which I think is correct because it gives me more discard fodder for some Dredgers and the Sketcher.
Embrace life.
Then we're gonna go Messenger. Okay, perfect. I don't even have to use the Get Excited now. I can just use the Aftershock. That's even better. I don't have to do it right now either, right? Yeah, I don't have to do it right now either because the opponent could potentially have an answer for us. I am taking that 4 damage though because I didn't do it that way. Let's go some Dredger again. We get the Viktor now. That's not bad. So we can go Aftershock and have access to Get Excited if we need to have something else to kill the Kindred with. This is gonna be what gets tagged by the Kindred mark. So it's not like we're losing a big unit anyways. We still don't have our Hush, which can be a little bit problematic, but we could potentially find the Obliterate from the Star Shaping. So, ironically, if the opponent actually put that on the Kindred, I wouldn't have been able to kill the Kindred. So it probably was better for the opponent to just do that on Kindred instead of putting the Abomination. I completely forgot about the Darking Halberd that they actually play in this deck. So that's a problem. That's a different problem. We can just pass. I guess I'm giving them a Slay trigger, which could be a problem. Yeah, I should just Get Excited, right? Because I'm gonna go for the Get Excited anyways. Or am I not gonna go for the Get Excited? Maybe I just wait for the Get Excited. Why am I doing it this way? It has to be like this. Maybe I'm actually gonna wait for the Get Excited until next time. So that we can have the Ballistic Bot. Because I don't want to discard anything that's in my hand right now. So I think I'm okay waiting for until afterwards to do the Get Excited. Let's go ahead and play this Viktor out. And go for the Headscar upgrade. When it's just gonna Soul Harvest. Okay. That gives me a better card that I can use to Get Excited on now, right? So now I can just use the Get Excited on the Viktor spell. 4 mana means a Battle Negation is possible, but then it's just gonna lose to the Thermal. Oh, it's just gonna be a Glimpse? Alright. I think I like the Spacey's Catcher again. See if we get anything cute. Might have to actually keep the Crescent Strike. No, I like the Moonsilver. I like the Moonsilver better. I like the Moonsilver better. I just need to be able to kill that Nasus, right? The problem with this is that the opponent could technically have access to... Okay, so... Unfortunately, that's a fearsome unit. So this is... This should work, right? So I messed up. I thought this would work because it says then if you have played at least 10 of the cards, right? So it doesn't count this as played until after it goes into the field. So that is my problem, but I still get the fearsome blocker here, and we still have blockers for everything else. Okay. I think I'm gonna just start shaping this turn, by the way, when it's all said and done. I kind of don't want to give them that. I don't want to give them that Tarush just yet. Right? I don't want to give them that Tarush just yet. I don't want them to draw. Let's not have them draw here. So I'm down to just let us block that with the Spacey Sketcher. Why give me the Dark Control? Wait, why give me that Dark Control for free? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm kind of confused there. I'm kind of confused there. Let's draw. I have to be careful about Atrocity, right? So I have to be careful about the Atrocity here. I guess we have Star Shaping, so it's not a big deal. Let's go Mountain Goat. We still have access to get excited. We can go like this. We just won't be able to do the ignition. So we won't be able to do the ignition. The Atrocity kind of makes sense right now, just so that you get the Solani back into your hand, and then you have the Overwhelm next turn. Yeah, the Atrocity kind of makes sense, just so that you can do this. The problem is that the Solani is not going to be enough to actually kill us. So now you're able to play Solani next turn and have the Overwhelm. A little bit of a weird game for me, but again, I mean, mistakes happen. We can also have the Star Shaping to just heal up or find the lethal next turn. It doesn't matter. Like, even if you play Solani here, I don't think I'm scared. It's gonna be Kindred first. So we can just go here, just Aftershock this Kindred. We could have gone Spacey Sketcher first, so that we could get the stun or the Equinox. Right? Because now I can thermal, right? I can thermal this away, but I don't even know if that's actually worth it. Opponent can attack here. I know they're gonna give me just more value. I don't want to give them the Tarouche. But again, I'm also not playing correctly. Like, there's a couple of major misplays that I have done here. I don't want to give them Tarouche. I'm just gonna attack for 7. We're gonna go ahead and play the Ballistic, play the Star Shaping this time, and just have the value so that I'm able to like stop the Solani. Yeah, so let's just go Star Shaping here. That's the Supernova. Let's go Spacey Sketcher first, so that we can get the stun. And then next turn, at this point we're okay, no matter what the opponent draws, because they only have enough for 1 card and we have blockers. But definitely could have played this a lot cleaner. It was important for us to not give them the Tarouche back, so that it was fine that this card stayed alive.
I am freed.
Okay. As long as I don't go into Atrocity range, I'm fine. That's why I'm blocking with that unit. And we'll just go Ignition and then Ignition again.
Join me if you want to live.
We have the Supernova to obliterate the Solani plus the Escape Abomination.
Can you improve perfection? Prime and ready.
I like the Aphelios. I like the Aphelios here. I guess opponent could technically, yeah, opponent could technically have access to Nasus plus Atrocity by me not open attacking. But they always have that anyways, because we know that the Ignition is going to be the last thing that we do, right? So we can go Graviton into Infernum, or Severum into Infernum. Doesn't matter, because we have Lethal here with the thing. I like the Graviton here on the Solani, just in case. We also have the stun, so if we need it, we can just stun the whole board and attack with everything. Opponent could have a Vengeance here, so maybe how do they beat this, right? I'm trying to think about how can they beat this, and the way that they beat this is gonna be like a Vengeance into the Submersible. if I don't attack with the rest of my units. So I think it is correct for us to go Crescent Strike and attack with everything. A single Vengeance is not enough. Yeah, okay, there we go. Because if I only attack with the elusive, then the opponent can just Vengeance it away. And I didn't want to attack into the Abomination, because again, they have Tarouche on it, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Vayne. Just mono Vayne with PNC. What am I playing against? Whatever it is, I think this Aftershock is really good because it can actually kill the Vayne, right? So the Aftershock is able to kill the Vayne unless the opponent has Form Up or Ranger's Resolve. We got Aphelios in our hand too. We have a lot of removal. So this Vayne is not gonna live to see the world. No matter what they have. And we get this got fodder. Is this just timelines? Is this just timelines? I'm gonna Mystic Shot this. This might actually just be timelines with Demacia Vayne. Okay. So the reason that I like the Mystic Shot here is because it enables my Aphelios to come down.
Another clue.
Right? So that's kind of what I was looking for, to have Aphelios come down. I'm gonna go for the Crescendo first. I think I'm gonna value the blocker. Parts may hold is what the opponent saw. I like that. I think I value the blocker. I don't want to be stuck with Calibro in my hand. There we go. And it is timelines. Okay, so it is just timelines, huh? Okay.
Humanity is obsolete.
I guess that's what we're doing now. Timelines with Demacia. The Vayne. The timelines got nerfed, by the way, to 2 mana, but this video is being recorded before the Hotfits goes through. So this is happening before the Hotfits goes through, so the opponent is actually able to do whatever they want. This is actually so good because it means that the blockers don't do anything. So the opponent is going to be pushing 5 damage here every single time, which is a problem on its own. We can Caliber first. We do have the double Aftershock for this eventually, right? So we can Calibrum this girl. And then just have the Graviton for next. I guess we can always just stun it. We can perma stun it as well. We don't need to actually kill it. Like, we don't need to actually kill this. We can just take the 5 here. We have some healing, so I'm not too opposed to taking the 8. I forgot that this deals 3. So taking the 8. Actually, might be a lot. If the opponent is playing Burn, taking that 8 might be a lot. I forgot about this guy dealing 3 to the Nexus, right? Fish fight. Okay, so now we can just Aftershock that then, right? I guess we can do a next turn. We could just do a next turn. So that we can enable the Aphelios to come down. So let's go for the Aftershock here. Opponent cannot play anything because we have the Graviton. So anything that they play is going to get Graviton. And I think they know that. We have a second Aphelios that's going to be leveled up really quickly. So we can Graviton this Clockling and just play the second Aphelios out. And level up Aphelios and just kind of win the game through the Aphelios value. 100%. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Graviton that then, right? Doesn't matter what we pick here. Let's pick the second one.
The stronger your shadow.
push some damage. If the opponent has another fish fire, he sucks. But I think at this point I want to kind of push some damage through. Yeah, let's just push some damage. We have another Graviton that the opponent is going to have to play around. This thing is stunned. The Graviton levels up our Aphelios. It just sucks. We won't be able to really get the second weapon. I guess we can. We can Graviton, Ignition, Mountain Go, and that will give us the second weapon. We can cycle right back to Graviton, because we get a free weapon at the beginning of the turn. So we can Graviton into Crescendum, into Calibrum, start doing whatever. Opponent has a card that we need to watch out for though, and that could be a problem. Yeah, so we just go like this. We cycle to the Crescendum. Aphelios levels up, so the Crescendum is going to cost 1 less, but I need to play 2 cards to actually get the Crescendum. At least I'm out of range of fish right now, unless the opponent equips the Pot of Pain. We still have the healing here, so being at 7 is not impossible for us to survive against. And we have a ton of removal. Plus, I'm going to have a bunch of units to attack with next turn. This guy's stunned, so the opponent has 1 less blocker. Vayne. So then I think I'd rather just Aftershock her then. I'd rather just Aftershock the Vayne right here. We can play the Ignition, and that gives me the weapon. The Moon weapon, so we can here, and then we go Crescendum. We can Sever him, I guess. I don't hate the Sever him. I don't hate this Severum, just to fully guarantee that we're gonna just win this game, right? We could have gone for the Inferno, but I think I like the Graviton, just to make sure that we're not gonna lose. Because the Graviton means that we can stun another blocker out of the way. And we have plenty of attackers here. I know what we need to do is just push... Get them down to 3. Okay, so the opponent's gonna silence us. Meaning that we won't actually get the other weapon anymore. We still get the lifesteal because it happens after the fact. So why not wait until after the lifesteal goes through and then silence?
My shield is yours.
I don't know about that one. I think I would have preferred the opponent to actually... I need to actually play one more... I need to actually play one more thing for me to enable this Subpercival to actually get granted +4, right? Okay, opponent gets the Clockland. I guess we're gonna take it slow. I guess we're gonna take it very slow this game. Yeah, we're gonna take it very slow. I will attack with this. Force the opponent to block with the Clockland. We have healing and we have Aphelios next turn, so I'm not too scared about this. No matter what the opponent chooses to do here. And we have a Hush now. Yeah, we get the Graviton because that's what we face into. We're gonna just block it with the Ballistic Bot. I guess we can block it with this one. Let's make sure that he dies. I don't want to have to deal with a form up. I don't want to have to deal with a form up, so let's make sure that he dies. Again, I don't even know what I need to do here. Like, I can just pass. Wait for the opponent to play a unit. The opponent has 2 spells from Fan Club President that we haven't seen. that are gonna potentially allow them to survive. Oh, I guess actually one of them was the Moonlight Affliction. Yeah, one of them was the Moonlight Affliction. Yeah. So they have one spell.
Her songs just make you feel like you can do anything.
Okay, so we can grab it on this guy. Get access to the Crescendum. Have another unit on the field. We have the Pale Cascade to allow the Esmos to survive, while also killing the Rune Squire. So if the opponent pulls with the Rune Squire, the Esmos gets to survive. Catch. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be like this then. So we just go here. We can go ahead and block here. I don't mind getting the gem. We take 1 damage. As long as we have access to the heal, we should be okay. Okay, I mean, we still got the Crescendum, and that means that the opponent is not using that to burn our face. So the opponent is not using that to burn our face, so we go here. We still have 6 HP. Opponent has 1 less blocker. Okay, we got another elusive. Let's just burn them out slowly. The Targonian Tailstones with the thing could be pretty good too. Do I wanna attack now? Sure. Let's just go like this. We know that they get excited kills them. It's gonna depend on whatever the opponent got from melee, right? Concerted Strike. This is 9. The Targonian Tailstone gets me to 7. If we go 3 here instead, that's gonna be 3 more. Opponent goes down to 4. Pale Cascade gets him down to 3. So it has to be like this instead. So that gets him down to the 3 that I need for Get Excited to finish the game. Yeah, that's what I needed, right? I just needed to get them down to 3, and then I know that from that, we just get there. The opponent had to burn the whole time, but we also had the Star Shaping. Once they, I wanted to wait for them to commit the burn, try to commit lethal before I actually went ahead for the Star Shaping. It ends up not mattering anyways, because we can just go ahead and do this. Opponent doesn't have enough to kill us. And that's game. So GG's. These games are dragged out, but it's very obvious why this deck is so strong. So yeah. In this match, we're gonna against Braum Vladimir. And unfortunately, opponent got matched up to a Masters player. And unfortunately, we also got the Aftershock for the Scargrounds. Oh, I'm gonna keep the whole hand. I don't hate this hand. I have the Mountain Goat with the Spaces Catcher, and I can discard the gem. I have the Aftershock for the Scargrounds, so hopefully the opponent didn't keep Scargrounds, which they obviously want to keep. And we have Aphelios to get ourselves the Aphelios value. So this hand is looking very good for us, but not so good for the opponent. We could go Ballistic Ball, but I kind of like the Mountain Goat better. It lets me push some damage, right? We're gonna have the Aftershock for the Scargrounds before the opponent can get value from anything, and it's gonna make the opponent pretty sad here. Yeah, I'm sorry, opponent. I hope you kept. I hope you got a second one, right? Look, I'm making your hand better. If you got a second one, that you end up getting a better hand, right? Because the second one would have been a pain in the butt for you to have. But the problem is that them having to play another Scargrounds is looking pretty bad for them, you know? We're gonna go Spaces Catcher. I love the Equinox in case that the opponent has something I need to worry about. I do have to be careful, I guess about an Avalanche, but maybe not. Yeah, here we go. We go Aphelios first. Let's go Calibrum. I should have gone Crescendum. I don't know why I went Calibrum first. I should have 100% gone Crescendum. So...
Can I paint you?
Sure. I'm guessing they have something like Blood for Blood. That's why I wanted to block the Unska River. Yeah, so I figured they probably have something like Blood for Blood, and I didn't want to be hit by so much damage from this girl if I didn't actually try to kill her. I will kill this Curator. Do I want to actually... There's one risk here, right? I cannot play any spells now without losing the weapon. But I want to greed out the Calibrum and giving this value. So we could Gravitum here and just have this available for later. If the opponent attacks, we can still just block. Opponent's gonna be forced to open attack here. And if they open attack, I might be okay with that. Yeah, you can't do it that way without losing your girl. I'll take the damage. I'll let you do it. I'll take the damage and let you do it, and I'm just gonna play the Viktor here. Again, picking over the Gravitum ended up being a really big mistake, because I think it would have been much better for us to have the Crescendon last turn. But it's fine. Okay. So we can just go ahead and do this, and just get the Crescendon this time around. We can play the Ignition, I guess, if we actually wanted to start leveling up this Viktor. We have the Equinox for this Brianna, so I don't mind this too much. We have Quick Attack. Like, do I want to play this Ignition out? I think I actually want to have the mana. I think I prefer to have the mana. The Star Shaping is going to be amazing. We could go Severum right now instead of Calibrum. And just heal up. Because I have to be careful about freeze, right? The opponent isn't failure.
A crescent path opens before us.
So we can go head score upgrade. Opponent gives that Overwhelm. I forgot that this got changed. Ha! Tough. We could get... Like, this is going to be a problem. I guess we have the Hush, so it's not really going to be a problem just yet. We do have the Hush. Right? So we can go here. Get the Severum this time. I still need to play around the freeze. But we can level up Viktor this time. Because we have the gem. We're probably just going to Equinox instead. I mean, it doesn't matter. But we'll be able to get the weapon again. If the opponent taps out of the freeze, I think it's correct for us to attack. If they don't tap out of the freeze, then I have to be more careful. Like, I probably do have to be more careful here. Because they haven't tapped out of the freeze, right? So it's too easy for them to have access to the freeze. The weapons are gonna cost 0 now. So maybe we actually go Severum on the Aphelios instead of the Viktor. Like 3 Sisters, Harsh Winds. The opponent's telegraphing a lot of things here. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Brilliant design.
I'm so scared. Oh. Wait, what? Really? So then I'm just healing all the way, right? Because I can just hush this. I can just hush this next turn, so that's not a problem. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just play this. Play a second Severum. Now that the opponent tapped out of the freeze, I know that I can just heal back up. We won't be able to attack with the Aphelios. But that's fine. We'll keep the Graviton so that we get a next turn and we go back up to full life. We have the double targeting Tailstones to beat the opponent's thing. Opponent has to open attack. They have to also block here. You definitely have to block here. Which means that you have one less unit that's actually getting you any value. The overwhelm doesn't matter to us because we can just hush this away. And you have to open attack because of the Graviton. And the open attack is not even lethal anymore. So the open attack is not even lethal anymore. I do like the hush. I do like just hushing this right now. Question is, do we let this Viktor die? Or do we just go like this? Because we'll have the Inferno next turn. We'll have the Inferno next turn to give this the overwhelm. I'm still worried about exactly the lives, the freezes. So hopefully I get Spell Shield here. At this point, I don't think I lose the game, by the way. At this point, it's just winning the game whenever we want, right? We can even play Star Shaping right now, and we should be okay. Like, it really doesn't matter at this point how we do this. We're so far ahead that we can actually, like I said, just go Star Shaping. Heal back up. We even have an extra mana. Let's go here. Scourge. We do technically have enough to play the Scourge. We technically have enough to play the Scourge. We could go Supernova instead and just obliterate their units. That's also fine. Might just keep the Graviton, to be honest. That way we stun the Brina and just go Supernova next turn. I guess I could go Spacey Sketcher first. I could have gone Spacey Sketcher here. Try to get the Spell Shield for the Viktor. So we'll go here first and then just get the Infernum. Give the Viktor the Overwhelm and force the opponent to have a freeze. We'll have the Supernova for the Vladimir plus whatever else the opponent summons here. We have so much value that I'm just like playing with my food right now. And that's one of the things that I never liked about these Targon piles, right? Is that you're just sitting here, just having all this value, waiting for you to like kind of like fatigue the opponent in a way. Oh, there we go. We've done the Overwhelm here because we have the Elusive instead. So this is going to force out a freeze. So now we can just give the Overwhelm to Aphelios. And yeah, that's game. Opponent knows that that's game. I guess they didn't have to freeze. But we just have so much value with these Targon piles that you just take it so slow. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Can you tell that I don't like playing this deck? This deck is really, really good. Really good, and I want to showcase it for you all. But I just don't like playing this Targon value piles. And it's not my style. Like, as you saw, we only have 4 games today. All games we won, but it took us like over 12 minutes in each game to actually be able to win. And that's what I don't like about these Targon PNC value piles. That like I feel like the games just take forever, and you have to make so many small decisions throughout the whole process of the game. And if you mess any of those up, you might actually end up losing the game because of that. Like there's so many little things that you have to do. And as the game goes longer, my brain starts checking out and I start making even more misplays. You saw it in some of the games today, even some of the games that we won. And the longer the game went on, I started making misplays. I started getting desperate, trying to get jumpy, trying to just pull the trigger early rather than later. And that happens all the time whenever I play a deck that just takes forever to win. And this is like the perfect example of that. But the deck is really good. I know the person who won the Master in Runeterra Open, I believe they were using a Viktor Aphelios pile. I have to double check. Like, this deck is already winning some Eternal tournaments. It's going to be very popular, especially now with Timelines getting hotfix and getting nerfed. It should be even more popular than it was before. And for good reason. I could spend hours here talking about the different strategies with this deck, but as you saw in the games that we played today, it's all about just the value game. Just getting enough value and eventually be able to win the game between Aphelios, between Viktor, or your Sirturmund will be able to push enough damage for you to then be able to kind of just burn the opponent, or eventually start shaping, getting a big Celestial unit and just finishing up the game that way as well. But a lot of times you're just able to just slowly whittle down the opponent. You're able to get a lot more units in them on the field, are able to get a lot of burn versus them, and just slowly get them to a position where you can commit to giving overwhelm to Aphelios, to Viktor, to a big ballistic bot, or summon a big celestial and just push the last lethal damage that you need. You have to play this deck very slowly, right? Don't get desperate. You want to take the turns one step at a time and understand the things that you're playing around, so that you're not getting caught in a position where you don't have an answer to the opponent, or where you're losing one of your units for free when you shouldn't have to. And sometimes I don't do that myself, but I'm hoping that you all can be better at that and doing that. In general though, when I'm looking to mulligan with this deck, I'm looking for my champions. I'm looking for Aphelios, I'm looking for Viktor. And sometimes, I mean, Ballistic Bot is good early on. Lunari Dustbringer, I think I like keeping her as well, because you have a lot of things that require discard fodder, so you're able to use that spell from Lunari Dustbringer to just discard it, right? So Dustbringer is great to keep Aphelios, Viktor, and Aphelios and Ballistic Bot in certain situations if you think it makes sense for you to be spending a mana for that ignition every turn. Most times though, you do want to keep it, because even if you're not spending that one mana on the ignition, you're using that ignition to do the Sum Dredger, you're using that ignition for your Get Excited, or even to enable your Aphelios to come down or to level up the Viktor earlier. But mulligan tips: Aphelios, Viktor, Dustbringer for sure. Ballistic Bot, Spaces Catcher, Mountain Goat, second priority, right? You want to keep stuff like a Mystic Shot if you know you're going against a Norra deck, so you can kill Norra. You want to keep stuff like Aftershock if you're going against, heck, you saw us today, a Scargrounds deck, so that you can destroy the landmark. The Targonian Tailstones, I like keeping one of it if I'm going against Nasus, because the Hush is going to blow them out in a lot of situations. So you also kind of keep some cards depending on the matchup that you're going against, right? Like if I'm going against aggro, I'm going to keep the Mountain Goat for sure, the Ballistic Bot because he has a really good blocker against aggro, etc. So you just kind of also play around that depending on the matchup. But for the most part, if you get Aphelios or Viktor on the field early, you can start working on their value game and just start leveling up each champion and just getting a bunch of keywords, or in the case of Aphelios, start slowly controlling the opponent's board because of the moon weapons just being so valuable for what we want to do. So that's kind of the general strategy early on. As the mid to late game goes on, just start looking for those scenarios. Just start thinking of how I'm going to commit lethal, right? Start thinking, how am I going to finish this game? Am I going to burn them out between ignitions and Get Excited and Mystic Shots? Am I going to set up a big elusive attack? Am I going to wait for the star shaping to give me a big elusive attacker or a big overwhelm unit? You know, start thinking how you're going to actually get to the win condition early on in the mid to late game. Because one thing, and that is a weakness of me as well, is that you end up just having so much value. You kind of just end up like circle jerking there with the value that you forget that you have to win the game at some point. Think about how you're going to get to that end game win condition. There's multiple ways to do that with this deck. It's going to depend on the game state and in what position you're currently in. You saw us kind of winning a lot of games with the Targonian Tailstones giving us the +3/+3. That could be really useful in a lot of situations. So just keep in mind how you're going to be able to actually get there to where you need it to be. So yeah, but anyways, there's a lot that can be said about this deck. I need to practice this a little bit more. I climb a lot with it in today's video, and I think this is going to be my deck of choice to climb over the next week. But it does take a lot of thinking and a lot of slow games. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're looking to climb with this deck. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.